Welcome to Hoardganize with professional organizer Rachel Seavey. Every Sunday at 6 p.m., Rachel shares her expertise and compassionate approach to help you deal with overwhelming clutter. Rachel?
Hey, collectors! Welcome to the Hoardganize Podcast. I am your host, professional organizer Rachel Seavey, and we are on week 3 of our Clutter Free Summer Challenge. I hope you guys have had fun collecting all your free stuff and getting rid of some bags. I know the last couple of weeks have been hard for you. I know you like your free stuff in your bag, so don't think today and this week is going to be any bit easier. We are talking here week number 3, office supplies. I know you have lots of office supplies around. Pens, pencils, paper, staplers, tape, and of course you have Post-its. And office supplies, believe it or not, are a commonly hoarded item. My guess is because they're useful. Almost every household, cluttered or not, does have a supply of office stuff. I too have office stuff collectors. I even have certain pens that I like and a favorite stapler. And we all have these things in our home, and they're super handy, and it'd be hard to live without them. Like scissors. Scissors are almost as high profile as bags. Collectors, I know you love your scissors. And it's rare that I go into a collector's home and there aren't at least 5 pairs of scissors within eyesight. You laugh, you say 5. That's not a lot, right? But what happens when you end up having bags and containers, or all of your flat surfaces are covered in office supplies? You know, it's really hard to find a pen that works when it's surrounded by 50 pens that don't work. Yes, my dear collectors, this week we are going to put our heads up, we're going to straighten up our backs, we're going to make our shoulders broad, and we're going to purge our office supplies. And this shouldn't be too hard of a task. We'll start with some simple ways to easily declutter your office supplies. Okay, we're doing this together, and I just uploaded the most manic video to YouTube of my week 1 and 2 challenge. I hope you enjoy it. Please comment. Anyway, it's not going to be too hard of a task, I promise you. We're going to start easy. Are you ready? Okay, grab a pen and a paper to take notes. Okay, now throw them out. Just kidding. You're going to want to jot down these quick ideas on decluttering office supplies. My first easy tip is to go through all of your pens and your markers and take at least 15 minutes to see which ones don't work. Grab a piece of paper, open them up while you're watching TV or you're listening to my podcast, and just check and see if they work, and they don't. The ones that don't work, throw them out. Now you're going to want to take the pens you have left, and you're going to choose 20. That can serve you. I'll let you digest that. You're going to take the pens that do work. You heard me right. And you're only going to pick 20 pens. Now, I chose the number 20 because I know if I said 10, a lot of you would think that I was completely outrageous. But 20 pens should be plenty for one person. And you're probably wondering, well, what do I do with these good pens? I don't want to just throw them out. Well, guess what? You can donate them to your local school or donation center. You can bring a bunch in at the doctor's office and mistakenly leave them there. Just get rid of them. You really don't need more than 20 pens. Next, still staying with easy. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to find all of our glue and see if it's good or not. And this includes glue sticks. Now, I know you've been hoarding your office supplies from your work desk from the 1980s. I know this. Those glue sticks don't work. Throw them out. Throw them in the garbage. If it's dried glue, It is not hazardous. Tip number 3. This is specifically for those people that have those several boxes from their desk that they left their job several decades ago, but they haven't unpacked it yet. And I'm not talking about you. If you're one of my clients and you think I'm talking about you, I'm not. A lot of people do this, okay? Newsflash. Love you. Your Post-its, they're not sticky any longer. Just put them in the recycle bin. I mean, there's nothing even adhesive on them. There should be no question if they're recyclable or not. There's nothing more frustrating than using a Post-it note that won't stick. I'm going to put that as a quote. There's nothing more frustrating than using a Post-it note that won't stick. Now, if you don't have prehistoric Post-its, but you're still inundated with them, just round up your extra Post-its and put them in with your donations. I mean, this is another thing that people will accept as a donation. And another place would be a school. I mean, as long as you're not dropping off tons of dirty or dusty or antiquated office supplies to a school, don't do it, collectors. As long as you're donating good quality, clean office supplies, maybe like 1 box limit to a school, they'll take it. And the Goodwill will take it. Maybe friends or neighbors or people at church or family members might need them. Post-it notes, pens, any kind of office supplies that you can donate, that is going to be our chore for the week. So we've got pens, glue, Post-it notes. What's next? Paper. And I'm talking blank paper. I mean, if you are the proud owner of 35 journals and only a couple of them have 1 or 2 pages written in them, I'm inviting you to just go ahead and tear out those pages and donate your empty journals. I'm really not sure why you're collecting them, but you're not writing them. And it's such an easily donatable item. I know you love journals. A lot of them are pretty. You get them at Staples or Target. I get it. Okay, I have a couple journals, but I use them. I write in them. I know where to find them. And this includes spiral-bound notebooks and graph paper. If you've got hordes of different kinds of paper that you're not even using, I am inviting you, collectors, gather them up and donate them. Lots of people can use office supplies. This isn't a one-size-fits-all category. There's not a certain type of person that can use office supplies. If you really want to live a less cluttered life, then you must get rid of items that are no longer serving you. Okay, my brave collectors, I know I've been a little bit harsh on you, but this is a challenge. This isn't a cakewalk. So it's time to suck it up, and we're going to address the elephant in the room. What's up with all of those scissors? I know you're crafty. I get it. And I understand that it can be easy to lose a pair of scissors, and then you go out and buy 3 or 4 more pairs. So we are going to be brave, and we are going to round up our scissors today. This week, we are getting rid of office supplies. And you know what? It's a good practice to round anything up and get everything all together of any category, so you could see how many of that item you have. So this week, you're going to go throughout your house, you're going to round up scissors, and you're going to see exactly how many you have. If you realize, or shall I say, when you realize that you have too many scissors, be brave. Donate some. I know there's a couple that aren't your favorites, and it is okay to have a pair or 2 in every room or at every desk, or, I always advise my senior clients to have their items that they want handy a few steps away, have a little station. So I get it if you like to have multiples in every room, and I'm not judging you. I mean, I've even tied, if you're somebody, you're going to love this. If you're somebody that loses scissors a lot, what's worked for me is I have tied a rope or a string or a shoelace or anything that y'all have laying around there to the loop of a scissor and then secure it to the back of a chair or somewhere where it's secured. I've done it to the back of the chair so that we always know where it's going to be. It's going to be by the table. It's going to be on the table, around the table, but it's definitely going to still be attached to the chair. And it's even more of a bonus if the rope or string that you're using is brightly colored. And brightly colored scissors are amazing because you can easily find those, and that might stop you from buying more. I'm not sure. Whew. Okay, there you have it. Week 3, our challenge. It's our Clutter Free Summer Challenge. Don't be mad. We're getting rid of office supplies. Together, you and I are going to go through our house and we're going to find any office supplies that we're not using. And you know what? If it isn't on this list, we're going to donate them anyway. So I don't want to hear, oh, my Rolodex, she didn't mention any paper clips. She didn't mention my collection of 3-hole punches, so they're safe. No, nothing is safe. If it is an office supply, it is not safe. I want you to round them up. I want you to see what you're working with. I want you to see what's useful and what is no longer working, what's no longer sticky, what no longer has ink in it. So don't think because I didn't list them in this podcast that any office supply is safe. Not this week, collectors. Not if you truly, truly want to start the fall with less clutter. So any office supplies that you encounter this week that you're not using are getting donated if they're still good. Good luck, collectors. Collectors, join me in our 8-week Clutter Free Summer Challenge on YouTube as I go through my house with you and get rid of my stuff because I'm excited to start the fall with a lot less stuff. While you're on YouTube, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Make sure that you hit the like button and leave a comment. I love hearing from you. Until next time, collectors, remember, happiness is a place between too little and too much.
This has been Hoardganize with Rachel Seavey. New episodes are available every Sunday at 6 p.m. and also on the Collector Care YouTube channel. Download Rachel's Affirmations for Collectors on iTunes or Amazon.com. Or sign up for Rachel's blog at collectorcare.com and receive 7 tips for clutter-free living. Thanks for listening.